Good morning, student. In our last video, we have discussed about posture. Posture is the specific body positions, means balancing the body in an accurate and proper manners so that it produces least fatigue. The best posture is that in which the body is balanced in such a manner that it causes least fatigue, and the postures may be static and dynamic. Static postures like standing, sitting, and dynamic postures like running, walking. Cause of posture. Advantage of correct postures. If the person has correct postures, then his personality will be attractive, his health status will be improved, psychological balance, he will have psychological balance, less strain over the joint, better functioning of his body systems will function properly, improve appetite, his digestive system will function properly, reduce posture deformity like scoliosis, round shoulder, etc. can be reduced. Better skill perfection, his skill will be perfect. Better selection of a player. The coach, the correct postures. If the players has correct posture, then the teachers can select optimum physical efficiency. If the athlete has better postures, then his physical efficiency will be improved, and good body balance, he will have good body balance. Cause of bad posture. The cause of bad postures, first is accident. Due to accident, it may leads to bad postures, disease, lack of nutritional diet. If he have unbalanced diet, if he is overweight, underweight, or lack of nutritional, then also his posture will also affected. Wrong posture habit is, he has wrong posture habit while sitting, standing, then he may have posture deformity, then he will have bad posture. Improper treatment, if the treatment of injury is wrong, improper, then it may lead to bad postures. Psychological stress, if a player take psychological stress, tension, then also his posture, then it also affect his posture. Lack of sufficient strength, if there is lack of strength in his muscle, then his posture, he may have posture deformity. Age factors, as the age increase, his posture will be bad. Poor eyesight, if a person has poor eyesight, he will bend forward, it may cause bad posture. Bad clothes, shoes, these all are the cause of bad posture. Let's discuss some posture deformity. The first is Kyposis, knock knee. In this posture deformity, the leg are bent inward, the knee touch each others, and in knock knee, the knee touch each others. Therefore, there is a wide gap between the ankles. The cause of knock knee. The cause of knock knee may be due to rickets, weak muscle, vitamin D, weak leg strength, obesity. If the child is overweight, obese, then also there is too much pressure in his neck, in his knee. Therefore, the knee can bend inwards. Heavy weight. These are the cause of knock knee. How you can correct? Vrikshasana, Vrikshasana. We can correct our knock knee by performing Vrikshasana. In Vrikshasana, you stand, you balance your body weight in one leg and one knee from others leg. You others leg fix on your on your thigh and you press your knees. And Akram Dhanuasan, Padmasans, pillar asanas in which you keep the pillar between your knees. These are the some asan, some exercise to correct your knock knee. Flat foot. Flat foot is an abnormal condition of the foot in which the arch of the foot collapse, with the entire sole of the foot coming into complete or near complete contact with the ground. Your foot, here's your foot directly come contact with the ground. There is no arch in your foot. The foot is flat, completely flat in the ground. No arch in the foot and the foot is completely flat. In this default of feet, the persons give complete print of the sole. There is complete print of the sole over the surface. In the flat foot, the inner curve of the foot bulks and more than the normals. This is the flat foot in which your foot completely come in contact with the ground. Cause of flat foot. The main cause is wearing flat slipper, improper shoes. If the shoes is improper, poor quality of shoes without sole. If you wear the shoes without the sole, usually we have the shoes of these structures. If you wear the shoes of the straight without the sole, then it may leads to flat foot, obesity or overweight, prolonged standing. If you stand for a long time, weak muscle of the foot. If your foot has weak muscle, rapid increase of body weight. These are the cause of flat foot. Next, corrective measure. You can correct your flat foot through Tarasan, sole arch, pressure over the foot, etc. In Tarasan, you stand. In Tarasans, in this asan, the persons rise the heel. You stand and then you rise your heel slowly up and balance your weight. Balance your weight over the toes, over your toes, head upwards, hand in upward directions, and hold for some times, and then after that come down. Okay, you this and then you slowly rise up. Your weight will be on the toes, hold for some time and then come down. And wearing the shoes, wearing on shoes like sole type shoe. This bottle exercise, keeping the bottles and then pressing. These are the some exercise for flat foot. Okay, first Tarasan, walking on sand, regular running, good quality shoes, pressure over flat foot, or writing with foot. It is also a good exercise for the correcting the flat foot, writing with the foot. Next is bow leg. In this defect of the leg, in which your leg bends sideward. In bow leg, your leg bends sideward and there is a wide gap between the knees and your leg shaped like a curve shape. Okay, in bow leg there is a wide space between the knees and the leg tapes the curved shape. Uh, cause of bow leg due to rickets, deficiency of vitamin D, lack of calcium in your diet, childhood walking. In childhood, if you walk fast, then also it leads to bow leg, overweight, obesity, default footwear. If you wear wrong footwear, these are the cause of bow leg. Corrective measure. How you can correct bow leg? Earth Chakrasana means in sideward bending. God Asana. Earth Chakrasana, sideward bending. God Asanas. In this, you balance your body in one foot and the other's leg is crossed over the other legs and the hand is also crossed. Roll over the others. One leg while the other leg is rolled over the other's leg and the hand is also rolled in front of your face. Next is Earth Mustanga Asana. In this Earth Mustanga Asana, you sit down with legs straight and other leg and one leg is placed over the others and you slightly turn backward, walking with inward toe, walking with inward toe, inner edge of the foot, and spacious shoes. Spacious shoes also helps to correct the bow leg. Next is Kyposis. In kyposis, this is a posture deformity, also known as round shoulders. In this type of posture deformity, the problems, it is the problem of thoracic case. Okay, it is the problem of your thoracic case. This thoracic case in which this bend forward. Okay, this is the problem of thoracic case and cervical spine, that is an abnormal curvature of spine at from this spine bend forward. Therefore, it is also known as round shoulders. The cause is the cause hump at the back of the body, shoulders come forward and the neck drops forward and your body weight is shift forward. It causes unbalanced positions of the individual during the standing, lot of pressures over the toes. Precautions: one should not lean forward during the prolonged stage. One should do regular exercise. One should take a balanced diet, and one should lean the correct sitting. He should have correct sitting, correct standing posture to avoid the posture deformity. Next is round shoulders. Round shoulders, it is also like a kyposis in which your shoulder bend forward. It is the posture defect in which your shoulders come round and sometimes they are projected, bent forward, that is shoulders are bent forward and your chin is down and the head is also bent forward. This gives the sound shape of our shoulders. What are the cause? The main cause of this deformity are carrying overweight, carrying overloaded school bag. If you carry overloaded school bag, then you have to bend forward. Therefore, it causes more pressure over your spine. Therefore, you bend forward. Wearing tight fitted clothes, weak muscle of the chest, If your chest muscle is weak, shoulder muscle is weak, then you bend forward. Wrong postures during reading, writing, over the chair. Usually the persons when he read or write, uh, he bent forward, which cause round shoulders, faulty furnitures, etc. These are the cause of round shoulders. Corrective measures. There are many corrective measures, corrective asanas and exercise for kyposis and round shoulders. In this kyposis and round shoulders, you bend forward, your upper portion bend forward, so you have to do the exercise backward bending asana or exercise like this, like chakrasana. In chakrasana, backward bending, dhanuasana, backward, this your abdominals is bent backward. Bhujangasana, this portion is bent backwards. Ustasana, look at here, this is also bent backward. Reverse sit-ups, holdings hand at the back, and Ardha Chakrasana. These are the asana which helps to correct round shoulders. In Chakrasana, the body is lifted and the feet of the Chakrasana, Dhanuasana, Bhujangasana, Ustasana, backward bending exercise and reverse sit-ups. Next is Lotuses. Lotuses is also it is the problem of lumbar spine. In this posture deformity, the lumbar spine bend forward beyond the normal levels. This is in Lotuses. This is your lumbar spine, and your lumbar spine bend forward, lumbar spine bend forward beyond the normal level. Okay, this is your lumbar spine and this bend forward. This is known as Lotuses. And when your lumbar spine bend forward, it creates lot of pressures over your heel because your weight is shifted backward. Therefore, there is lot of pressures over your heel. Lotuses, the body weight is shifted backward. This problem is also known as hollow back and cause back pain. How you can cause the main cause of Lotuses? Weak abdominal muscles. If your abdominal muscles is weak, it causes Lotuses. Overweight, obesity, sedentary lifestyle, etc. How you can correct? Forward bending exercise. As your lumbar spine is bent backward, therefore do a forward bending exercise. Okay, in lumbar spine, your spine bend backward, therefore you should do the forward bending exercise like Paschimottanasana, like this Paschimottanasana, in which you bend forward. Halasana, here also your lumbar spine bend forward. Tarasana, forward bending. Look at here, your lumbar spine bend forward. And this stoop walking. These are the some asana and exercise for correcting the Lotuses. Halasana, forward bending, alternate toe touching, stoop walking, sit-ups, diet, taking proper diet, avoiding junk food, and prolonged position Prolonged positions means lying down in forward. Lie down in your stomach. Scoliosis. Scoliosis, it is the problem of spine in which your vertebral column is bent sideward. Okay, in scoliosis, your vertebral column is bent sideward, like this, sideward. Scoliosis cause one shoulders downward and the other shoulders is rise up. One shoulders is come downward and other shoulder is rise upward. In scoliosis, body weight is also shifted to one side and is got lot of pressures on one side of the foot, because in scoliosis your spine bends sideward. Therefore your shoulders, one shoulders bend downward and other shoulders upward, and your body weight is also shifted to sideward, downward, and cause lot of pressures on one side of the foot. The main cause of scoliosis are difference in leg length. If the length of the leg is different, then also it causes scoliosis. Undeveloped legs, backbone, lifting weight toward one side of the shoulders. If you lift weight over one side only, in that conditions also your spine bend one side. Disease of backbone, etc. These are the cause of scoliosis. Corrective measure. In this posture deformity of spine or body is shifted to sideward. Thus, opposite sideward bending exercise should be done. Okay, in this, the opposite sideward bending or asanas you should do for correcting the lotuses. If your spine is bent this side, you do the exercise other side. Some asanas like trikonasana, if you like trikonasana, if your spine bend this side, then do the asana this side. Tarasana, Ardha Chakrasana, chin up, etc. These are the some asana for doing the for correcting the lotuses. Paschimottanasana. In Paschimottanasana, you sit down and bend forward. Halasana. Scoliosis means Ardha Chakrasana, Trikonasana, Tarasana, chin up. These are the some asana and corrective exercise for scoliosis. Women participations, sports participations of women in India. Women participation in sports has a long history. It has been understood that man is for market and woman is for home and family. They think that women are too weak for the sports activity, and it also affect their health. Therefore, they are not allowed to participate in the game and sports. In ancient Olympic game, women are not allowed to participate. They are not allowed even to see the Olympic game also. But in modern Olympic game, females have been active members, except in first modern Olympic game, that is in 1986. In women participations in modern Olympic games start from 1900. In 1900 Olympic game, women participate in sports. The IOC, International Olympic Committee, design and alters the rules and regulations of various games to encourage the participations of female in athletes. He make the various rules for male and females, and also categorize And also the categories of female and males are separate for the game and sports. Women are capable of changing the society. Women are participating in sports in every sphere of life. They have proved themselves that they can also participate in sports, and it is not harmful for their health. It is benefit for their health as well as for the society also. In 2000, Karnam Malleswari is the first woman of India to win a medal for India in weightlifting. Today, the modern society has accepted the women participation in sports competitions. Accept the participation of women in sports. Modern clinical studies prove that physical activity is not harmful, but it is beneficial for the health of the women. If they participate in sports, it's help in better functioning, better growth and development of their body, as well as it's also benefit for the society. Today, the battle for equality between men and women sports reigns on. According to International Olympic Committee data, the women participations is increasing. At London Olympic Game has risen to 41% of the all athletes. In Rio Olympic Game in 2016, it rose to 45.2% of all athletes. This trend of women participations in sports has improved the Indian society. Thus, women participation in sports has increased. Currently, women is also taking part in the game and sports, as well as the society, the government is also support for the women participation. Indian society encourages the participations of women in sports by providing many facilities to the women, etc. Some today Indian society has recognized many of Indian sportswomen which are playing their role models, and they are changing the trend of women participations in sports and game. Some players like Mary Kom, PT Usha, Saina Nehwal, Anju Bobby Job, PV Sindhu, etc. These are the women. These are the sportswomen who prove themselves that they can also participate in sports. They prove themselves in sports and game. Some cause of less participation of women in India. What are the cause of less participations? The first is wrong social and cultural traditions. Due to wrong social and cultural traditions, the participation of women in sports is less. The dominating tradition, male dominating society are followed strongly in Indian society. Many of them are old routines, wrong or ill tradition. They don't allow female to participate in the game. Okay, male dominating society, or due to their culture tradition, lack of family support. Female are also not supported by their family to go outside. They does not support. Lack of finance due to finance also. Competitive game and sports are expensive. In sports, for sports participation, good diet, good equipment, proper training are required, but due to lack of finance or lack of sponsor for the women, the participation in sports is also reduced. overburden of household. Women are overloaded by the uh, house house activity like cooking, cleaning, caring of children, etc. Therefore, they does not get a time to participate in sports. Sexual harassment in Indian women face lot of sexual harassment when in public. Lack of support by the public. Lack of motivations. Women are not motivated, rather they are discouraged for participation in sports. Poor facilities for girls. Lack of girls safety. Due to safety point of view also, they are not allowed to participate in sports. Lack of media support. Media also does not support the women. Lack of girls education. Due to lack of education also, education is also the factor for less participation. Poor implementations of government policy. Many policy for girls, but they are not implemented properly. Thus, it discourages the girls' participation in sports, as well as due to lack of training. The girls are not provided good training. Lack of nutritional, lack of finances, etc. These are the cause due to which the participation of women in sports is decreased. These are the cause for less participation of women in the sports. But today, the participation of women in sports is increased. Women also participate in India. The society accept the women for participation in sports, and also women prove themselves. They prove themselves. Women also prove themselves in the society. They women's participating in every spheres of life and proving themselves. These are the sports participations of women in India.